What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wilk Out Prospecting Oz. Today we're testing out this homemade sluice again. I've made a slight adjustment to make it cheaper. I've just added a bucket of water with a simple tap on it with a just a little knob bit just to control the water down the middle there. I'm just waiting for the sun just to get off the main ripples here before we start. But this should catch us gold. You know, I've used this before and it has caught gold, so hoping we do it again. Alright, just before we start, I do come along here and give this a little scrub with the brush. I've already done up here, but just to get all the little air bubbles out so the gold actually sits firm on the plastic. They get these little air bubbles in them, and nothing really likes to get into that space, and they're micro bubbles. I won't worry too much about that bit of the mat, but just your top bit of the mat, make sure you do that. Alright, all I've got to do, get my little classifier. Now this is about, I don't know, a few kilos of Mogo Gold. I went out there the other day and just got some classifieds, dug a little hole, got some good stuff. It had some colour in it, so then I just kept shoveling it through another sifter straight into my bucket here, and this is what we've got left. So all I do, grab out a nice handful like that, straight into here, just to get some of the bigger rocks out, and it had a bit of clay and mud in it, so I'll try and get that broken up. Alright, did 2 classifiers into that, so I'll just give this a tip out. We'll see what she looks like. Alright, so we do have some nice gravels in there. It was a pretty good hole right on the, like in the water, but like close to the side of the bank, so good rocks in that. Alright, we're going to get this on and we'll have a look. There's still a bit of shade on the mat where I need there to be sun, but we'll see how it goes in the next 20 minutes. Alright, sun's nearly there, but I really want it to be kind of up here a bit more. I've just added a rock onto there just to flatten the board out a little bit, add a little bit of turbulence there. I don't think any gold's going to get caught around here, but if it does, it may jump over here. I do go side to side when I'm putting it on, and it all seems to fill into the middles and wash off with the water. Yeah, not long now, a few more minutes. Might as well show you. This is all the gold I've got out of this creek so far. It's pretty clear, clean gold, and there's also a little gemstone in there. A couple little pickers, one right in the middle. Yeah, hopefully going to get some more of this out today. The camera's not too good, but hopefully you can see. Yeah, good gold bearing creek. Alright, sun's just starting to cover the whole board. It's pretty good. I had time to go make a bolognese while I was waiting for that, so we're going to get straight into it once I've finished this. Alright, finally we are back. I'm just going to turn it straight on. Now he has got good flow. With just a bucket and a car mat. Alright, so I've got my gold here, or hopefully gold. PayDirt. Yeah, I like this setup in the mat. Catches all the heavy sands. Alright, I'm only 3 or 4 pans in. Not seeing much colour yet. Everything is working as it should. Hopefully the gold's just getting in and sitting under. There might be a flake in there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll have to pan him out at the end. It's the only time when I'll really be able to see some of this. Alright, we've got some clean water. Just a nice little pan and a dog ball. I'm just going to grab the whole mat from top. We didn't get too far through all that, but I'm hoping we've caught some. So dunk him in the bucket, give him a wash, and I'll throw him in the pan. Alright, so there wasn't a great deal of stuff in the mat, but we're going to pan it out and see what kind of gold we kept in those little ripples. So I don't think there would have been much at the end. It was a bit turbulent. Getting down there. Oh, there's a bit on top there. Ooh, a couple little bits. Hopefully they don't float away. Oh, I can start to see some of the bigger bits coming in now. Just give it the old toe tap. Oh, we've got good little bits in that. Bad. It's just the top of the bucket. I did do a little bit of panning yesterday just to get the mud off the top. I classified it all straight back into the bucket. Yeah, it's a good little fleck. That one, the camera's not going to allow me to zoom in, but I'll do a clean up and you'll get to see him at the end there. So set him back up and let's go again. Alright, we're set. Water's on. Good flow. Sauce is on top. Ooh. It's a little bit dry down the soil mix. It's probably wet enough that it's not going to run off the top. Alright, I'm going to chuck this through and I'll get you at the end. Alright, we got one good flake shown. I don't know if you can see at the end of the spoon there. It's just slightly shinier than the rest. Alright, I might just empty this pan into the bucket and I'll set up again and we'll do another pan because I'm at the end of this. I will pan this out, but I don't think there's much left in that. But just mat, bucket, reset. Let's do it. Alright, I can still already see a little flake in here. I will pan him around. I've just dumped the water in there. Thinking this one's going to be a good one. A bit lower in the bucket now. Just from that pan anyway. Starting to show in the top corner there. Try and give the old camera a little wipe. See if he comes good. It's not a bad little fleck either. Ooh, there he goes. Oh, I can see a few others up in there. Yeah, 2 or 3 specks and a flake. Not too bad. Hoping the rest of this bucket's just going to be consistent to that, because that was only 2 little classified pans. And I reckon there's about 20 in there. So if I can get 3 flakes out of it, or 6 flakes out of the classifier, that would be heaps good. Alright, I'll set back up, let's keep going. Alright, getting into it now. My gravel's drying out, the sun's pretty hot today. pickers. You never know. I'll chuck them in there and I'll look at that again later anyway. Right. I'm out of places to put my water. Alright, we got good run. Yeah. Into the bucket. Very good. Yeah, don't worry if you don't have a nice sluice mat, just run out to the car, grab one of the feet mats out of there and I guarantee it will catch gold. Alright, I'll get this through real quick. Alright, I've already got one mat full in the bucket. We're going to do another one and chuck it in and then we're going to pan that out. Do a little bit together. This is a bit rough, but the gold should catch. It's probably a bit rough, but oh well. Keep it as it is. Nothing's showing yet, but I'm sure it's sitting in there deep, so I'm just going to quickly run the rest of this through and we'll get him in the bucket. Alright, I did get one little flaky just out of the bottom of the pan as well, so the stuff I couldn't actually pick up with the spoon paid me out. Good on you. Alright, I'll get that into the bucket now and we'll have a look at that. Alright, ended up having some people come over then, so I ended up getting that little bit of gold out and showing them, but I didn't film it, so ended up getting 3 or 4 little slithers, slightly bigger than a speck. But hey, it was good to see them in there. We're getting down to somewhere. I did kind of stir this all up with my hand on the way home, because there was a lot of mud running around in it, so I was trying to get the gold to settle, so when I was getting rid of the top stuff, there was no gold, but we're getting down to it now. I'll get it up the top and we'll keep going. Alright, just did most of that. I will pan this in a sec. I can see one bit of gold showing in here. That's a bit of gold. Definitely a bit of gold. And there was a bit more. I think it might have been in there. Yeah, that's definitely a bit. I'll get that in the bucket. I may just do another one just to save time. I'll show you a bit of that one. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're straight in. And it is catching all of the slightly bigger rocks as well, so any nuggies would surely drop in. Thought I just saw a flake jump into one of these holes. Hopefully. Alright, I'll keep going and get this pan done and we'll have a look. Alright, after panning that bucket out and the leftover pan, there was only a little speck in the pan, but in the bottom of the two mats, I think there's a total of about 6 little pieces in here of gold. Well, let's say 4 good bits, and then a bunch of smaller bits. I'll try and get a bit of a tap going. And over there's a lot of black sand. Yeah, I think that's as good as we're going to see them. I might pan it back a bit, but yeah, still got a fair bit of the bucket to go. We're not down to what we've put in the test pans yet. That should be all on the bottom. That was some of the first stuff to go in the bucket. So this is just out of the honey hole. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, this is nearly getting down to it now. See a layer of brown dirt, then the black dirt on top. See how many of these I fit in. Yeah, not really any trickers. Guarantee you would never see them straight away. Otherwise I'll check them later. I'll go 2 in this one. Save that nice brown layer at the bottom there for the last pan. One more. See something shiny in there. Doesn't look like a rock though. Looks like a... what is that? I swear this is not planted at all. I did not put this in there. Look at that, what is that? It's like a little pineapple of someone's necklace or something. It's funny, yes? That's definitely not gold or anything, that's just someone's costume jewelry or something. But yeah, that's funny as. See how it's shiny, so that caught my eye and I was like, what's that? Alright, anywho, I'll keep going. It's definitely not a bit of gold, but anyway. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, the mat's getting full now, we're about halfway through this pan. Generally I just go left to right because it just helps the water break up the sand just a little bit better rather than going back over the same spot, just to let the gold really settle in. Other than that, it's running really nicely. Can't really see nothing. The sun's starting to disappear, so I'll quickly wet this down and keep going. Alright, so this is all of the bottom of the bucket in that now. Clean the bucket out. And I actually panned what I couldn't get out of the bucket, and there was a nice specky in there. It's like a tri-spec, that one. That's nearly a picker. Just a little bit more height on it. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, so I'm hoping there's a bit more of this in this pan here. So I'm going to quickly finish classifying this out. A little bit sidetracked doing that, I think. I think it turned out that little pineapple thing we saw as well. The old mum was playing a prank on me, just thinking she was funny. So if you thought that was funny, give it a like and a subscribe. Alright, moving on. This is it, the final bucket. We're going to start up the old car mat. It's from a Holden, if you're wondering. If you want to get the same style, see your Honda service dealer and pick up a car and get some free sluice mats. So we'll get some more buckets. We'll get some more buckets. The buckets are perishing. I've done that many loads. PayDirt. Alright, I'm going to run a bit more of this through and catch us up. Alright, so I've put the pans into the bucket, got the buckets down to just these black sands here. I haven't looked yet. I did do the bottom of the pan, there was a couple of flakes in there, so I'm really expecting there to be a fair bit of gold in here. Let's have a look. Excuse the bird. Oh, there is a whopping chunk just in under there. I'll try and not disturb it too much. Oh, we've got a bit shown on the other side here as well. It's hard to do this one-handed, but I've got some specks over here, and then I've got good flakes over here showing up, so I might just resettle it all so I don't lose anything. Try and get it all back down. Alright, hopefully it's all in there and settled now. Oh, it's still right there in the corner. Alright, there's some good colour in this pan. Especially for these big rocks to really get off. I have to do some toe taps. Try not to lose it. There you go, the car mat catches gold. From the finest to the biggest flakes, nothing escapes. I will check that later though, that bucket just over here, but I'm sure nearly nothing gets out of it. I shouldn't have touched the gold, now it's trying to float away. That ain't good. That little small bit there. Oh dear. I must have some oil on my fingers, and every time I touch a bit of gold I see it all float around, so I'll clean this up. Give me just a sec. Alright, there is roughly 17 bits of gold in this pan right here. That is pretty good for the bottom of the bucket. I'm sure that was some test pans and stuff, but there's a couple extras plus everything I've pulled out today. So I'll put it together really quick and we'll have a look. Yeah, that's very good. Alright, so this is everything from the whole day in this one cup. I'm going to chuck them into the pan and let's have a look. Alright, as you can see, it's not the worst day out at Mogo. I've been out and I've got less gold than that, so I'm not too upset. I'm trying to just get it all into a line. You can have a bit of a count maybe. Alright, let's try and have a count. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 33, maybe 33 specks I counted. Yeah, I'm not too sure. If you can count them, let me know. I'd say at least 30, 40 specks. Yeah, that ain't a bad day. Alright, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I'll take you out there soon. We'll go get some gold from the creek, just like this. Dig up a nice patch and square it around. Alright, I'll catch you next time.